We call it a cracker barbecue because it's done the old-fashioned way, just living off the land. Everybody brings a covered dish, so it's a lot of home cooking going in here, and we got, of course, fruit of the land, the meat that grows naturally around here. We have venison and wild turkeys and everything else in this part of the country that wind up being on the table along the way. Over time, it's become more people come. We invite anybody's welcome. And it's kind of become, in a way, just a testimony of our life. That this is this type of life that we chose to live. You know, you can only say so much about what you believe. If you can't live it and it doesn't really manifest itself in your daily life, then you really aren't doing much to me. You have to be able to see it by proof of your life. And so that's what we're doing here.
Brought our family closer together. We all get together when we wouldn't normally get together. So a lot of our family travels from New York and from far and wide just to be here on this occasion. So that makes it real nice. It started a family reunion for us on both sides of our family.
Yeah, and of course, some of the kids have been born along this way, so it's kind of like this is really what happened. They think this is a part of life. You know, some of them are just youngsters, but the kids, to me, the best part of the whole thing is watch these kids. I had a little lad come up to me one year, and he says, "Mr. Logue, can I do such and such?" I said, "Yeah." "Well, can I do this too?" And I said, "Yeah." "Well, can I do this other?" I said, "Man, you can do anything you want to." Well, boy, I tell you, he never had anybody ever tell him he could do anything he wanted to. He took off just to run. And they get out and play in the canoes and pet the animals and watch the little chicks hatch and get to see parts of life that, unfortunately, a lot of kids don't get to see. They think an egg comes in a little styrofoam pack from a grocery store. They've never seen one underneath a chicken. So all of that has become part of what's happening, part of what we do here. After 25 years, we've got it down to pretty much of a science, I guess you could say, but still, first we've got to go out and kill 5 or 6 or 7 hogs, depending on how big they are. Now that's sometimes easy and sometimes not. Used to be easy because they were everywhere, but civilization has moved in, so they've kind of moved out, so there's not so many, but every year we manage to get as many as we need, enough to feed this whole crowd. And then, of course, then we have also alligator tail now. Alligators are a protected species, and you're supposed to have a license to get them, but somehow there's always seems to be some suicidal alligator wandering through here, and there winds up being a donation of alligator meat some way or another. We wind up getting some. And we buy it out there at Gator Jungle and Frolics. This year we bought some at Frolics out there in Christmas. So we have alligator tail, we have oysters. One of the guys brings oysters and shucks oysters, corn on the cob. A friend of mine's cooking turkeys over here this year, frying turkeys. And everybody chips in to make it all happen. We come about a week in advance, got a bunch of neighbors show up around here, start cleaning up all the stuff I should have cleaned up over the past year. And getting the tables out. We've got a trailer we keep packed in the woods out there that's got all of our tables and chairs and tents and garbage cans, and we got a smoker and a cooker and freezers and everything to make this whole thing happen. We break it all out, and this little quiet place out here turns into what we're doing here today.
We've got about 10 cane poles that a friend of ours cut from his cane tree, and they all go fishing out here, and they have an absolute blast when normally none of them have ever been fishing before. So then we have our fireworks display and a huge bonfire. Long towards the end, we cook marshmallows, and the kids just love that.